Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, we're going to explore the Git Restore command. This command allows you to restore files from specific commits, giving you more control over your project's history. Let's dive in and see how it works. Let's understand what Git Restore is. Introduced in Git version 2.23, Git Restore is a specialized command designed to replace some of the functionality of the Git checkout command. However, it focuses specifically on file content restoration. It's part of Git's ongoing effort to split the Swiss Army knife Git checkout command into more specific and easy-to-understand commands. The primary use cases for Git Restore include discarding changes in your working directory, restoring files from a specific commit, and restoring files from the staging area. This makes it a safer alternative to using Git checkout for file operations. Let's take a look at the basic syntax of the Git Restore command. First, to discard changes in your working directory, you can use the command git restore, followed by the file name. For example, git restore file.txt. This will restore the file to match the version in the staging area. To unstage changes, use the command git restore with the staged option, followed by the file name. For example, git restore staged file.txt. This will remove the file from the staging area, but keep the modifications in your working directory. To restore a file from a specific commit, use the command git restore with the source option, specifying the commit hash, followed by the file name. For example, git restore source equals head_1file.txt. This will restore the file from the parent of the head commit. Finally, to restore multiple files at once, you can use the command git restore, followed by the file names or patterns. For example, git restore file1.txt file2 txt_star.js. This will restore multiple files at once using the specified patterns. Let's see an example of restoring a file from a previous commit. First, you need to identify the commit hash you want to restore from. You can use the command git log one-line to see a list of commits with their corresponding hashes. Once you have the commit hash, use the source option with the git restore command to specify the commit. For example, git restore source equals e5f6g7h config.json. This will restore the config.json file to how it was in the commit with the hash e5f6g7h. Remember that the file will be restored to your working directory, but the changes are not automatically staged or committed. You'll need to stage and commit the changes manually if you want to keep them. Now, let's explore how to use relative commit references with the git restore command. Instead of using specific commit hashes, you can use relative references to specify commits based on their position in the commit history. You can use head_n to reference in commits before head. For example, git restore source equals head_3src/config.js will restore the config.js file from 3 commits ago. You can also use branch_n to reference in commits before a branch tip. For example, git restore source equals feature-branch_2utils.js will restore the utils.js file from 2 commits before the tip of the feature branch. Head caret can be used to reference the parent of head. For example, git restore source equals head_readme.md will restore the readme file from the parent of the current commit. And finally, head@n can be used to reference the nth prior position of head. For example, git restore source equals head@2package.json will restore the package.json file from where head was 2 moves ago. These relative references make it easy to restore files without having to look up specific commit hashes. Remember that you still need to stage and commit the changes manually. Let's explore some common restore workflows. Before restoring a file, it's a good idea to compare the changes you're about to make. You can use the command git diff head_config.json to see the differences between the current version of the config.json file and the version from 2 commits ago. Then you can use the command git restore source equals head_2config.json to restore the file. To restore a file from a commit and stage it in one command, you can use the staged option. For example, git restore, source equals head_3, staged app.js. This will restore the app.js file from 3 commits ago and stage the changes. To restore multiple files from a specific commit, you can use the command git restore, source equals a 1b2c3d star, css src/starred.js. This will restore all CSS files and all JavaScript files in the src directory from the commit with the hash, a 1b2c3d. Finally, to restore a file to how it was at a specific date, you can use the command git restore, source equals master at the rate 2 weeks ago readme.md. This will restore the readme file to how it was on the master branch 2 weeks ago. Let's discuss some advanced restore techniques. Before restoring a file, use git show to preview its content. For example, use git show a 1b2c3d path/to/file.js. To temporarily save current changes before restoring, use git stash. For example, git stash then git restore, source equals head_2 file.js, and finally git stash pop to apply the stash changes later. Use git log-p to find the right commit to restore from. Create a branch before restoring to preserve the current state. For example, git branch backup-branch, then git restore, source equals head_5star.js. Remember that restored changes are not automatically committed. Be careful when restoring files with uncommitted changes. You may want to commit or stash them first to avoid losing work. Let's summarize what we've learned about the git restore command. Git restore is a focused command for file content restoration, making it clearer and safer than the multipurpose checkout command. You can easily restore files from any point in your project's history using commit hashes or relative references. You have flexible options to restore to the working directory, staging area, or both with various source options for precise control. Changes are not automatically committed, giving you a chance to review before finalizing. Always use git show or git diff to preview content before restoring to avoid surprises. And remember that git restore is part of Git's evolution toward more specific, purpose-built commands for better usability. For more information, you can refer to the Git documentation at git-scm.com/docs/git-restore. And don't forget to practice in your terminal to get comfortable with the command. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.